Okay, peace to the Messiahs. 747 24/7, 361 degrees. Hopefully, we are live. Everyone can hear me clearly. Cool. Salutations to everybody that supports the movement. If you in here, state your name, put it in the comment section. We're about to begin this discussion. Everybody picking numbers. You can hold off for one moment until we get everything situated. Peace to everyone in the YouTube. Peace to everybody in the Facebook. I love y'all. Salutations. Peace to the primes. Right, so allow me to get this set up real quick. And we'll get this underway. We'll get this underway. Shout out to everybody that supports. This is definitely going to be a great discussion. All right. It's going to be a great discussion. Shout out to all the messiahs. Let's go.
Find the Messiah. The Messiah.
All righty. So whoa. Shout out to everybody that supports. Allow me to do some invites, some shares to get this thing situated. You can share the video as well. All right. We will be building on the science of today. We will be building on the science. All right. Make sure that you are tuned in and you are getting some of this. Shout out to everybody in the Facebook. I see you picking numbers. I saw the number 4. All right. Brenda Queen. Peace to you in the Facebook. All right. Just allow me some time to set up some shares and to get situated. Also, before I do readings, I say a prayer of reference. I give reference to the source before I do a reading. So please understand that has to be the process that we go through before we start the readings. All right. So I'm just setting up shop a little bit. Connecting with a couple people. Shout out to Sister Shakara in the Facebook. I love you. Thank you. Thank you for everybody that supports. Seashell, hey, what's up? Brenda Queen, yeah, what up? What up? You already know. Kum, salutations. Sister Shakara, salutations. You already know. Kum. All right. I guess we have to kind of get loose a little bit. And let's go. Go get yourself situated. All right, get yourself situated. Wow, set this up real quick, and I'm gonna let y'all know what this is gonna be about. All right, I'm gonna explain a couple things about codex, cycle, sorry I was playing the music too loud. Excuse me. I was blasting the music. My fault, yo. I ain't mean to blast the music on y'all, yo. I'm sorry. So, anyhow, excuse me. Let me I guess we're almost set. We're almost we got people coming in. I see y'all coming in the YouTube, and I see y'all coming in on the Facebook. All right. Since I got y'all coming in, we can get ready to start this discussion. If you are in a YouTube, can I get a thumbs up, please? And if you in a Facebook, can I get a like and a share? I appreciate that. All right, all right, all right. So he said I'm getting crunk over here. Yo, you wildin'. You wildin'. He said I'm getting crunk over here. Shout out to my brother Sass for the production. Thank you. All original music coming here from the Messiah Code movement. Make sure that you check out Lazarus Lamel on Spotify as well. All right. Make sure you check me out on Spotify. Definitely got some good music on Spotify. All right. So I see people picking numbers. I always say I like to say a prayer, a reference. Now, if you are smart, you will stick around for the crown. All right. If you are intelligent, like I see people picking numbers, right? If you are intelligent, you will be patient in the matter. All right. And stick around for the lessons that you need that I'm about to display here. All right. So let me reintroduce myself. I am the Solar Prime Supreme Minister of the Messiah Code movement. I am known as Lazarus Lamel. All right. Solar Prime Supreme 131. All right. So my job affectionately in the movement is just to spread good spirit, good love, good I would say good inspiration, joy. All right. Also to share what the creator, what y'all consider to be the universe, has shared with me, to share it with y'all. All right. If you are deemed worthy to be in my circle. All right. So another one of my many purposes is to share with y'all what is called the Messiah Code. All right. So these numbers, hold up, let's get real zen a little bit. Let's get zen, a little zen on this moment. Um, but yeah, excuse me. Yeah, I wanna flow a little bit. All right. So hopefully y'all can hear me clear. We good? All right. Shout out to Sister Jordan Ray. I love you. But hopefully I can get you here to Baltimore, Maryland. All right. Definitely it's gonna be a joyful experience. All right, so excuse me. Now, I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna do my best on this video, all right, to basically summarize a degree of lessons that come in millions of volumes, all right? So I'm gonna do my best to sum this down, but I cannot be I cannot really sum it all down and explain the universe in a video. That just doesn't make sense. All right, no one can. All right, so I'm gonna do my best to share what the universe has shared with me through experience, and hopefully it can connect with your experience as well. All right, so first thing I'm gonna give y'all is, y'all know, for everybody that are the All-Star family, that are part of the All-Star family, like Cecilia, Sister Jordan, Shakara, and there's many that are going to come in that are part of the All Star family. All right, and I'm gonna ask y'all a couple things. Y'all know about the 1 through 31. All right, that's the system that flows on the body of what we call the Messiah. Now, shout out to Vanessa, another All Star. Peace. Kum. You already know. Ucha, salutations as well. All right. So you already know that we deal with a body, all right, that has 31 hieroglyphic images on it. All right. Now, let me see. I'll end up sharing that with y'all. All right. 31 hieroglyphic images. All right. And these 31 hieroglyphic images have a designated role in in what we call reality. All right. Now, we say the mainframe consciousness more or less because we moved up to an age of what we call information. All right. Now, this age of information, y'all call it Aquarius. Now, these are lessons that the All Stars, each one of y'all should know. But most of all, you should know other things that are needed for the completion of what you strive to nurture yourself from when it comes to these lessons. All right. So I'm gonna say it like this. I'm gonna put you in a pivotal moment of time. Put you in a pivotal moment of time so you can just more or less know that you are the center. It starts from the dot, which is right here, right, which is your heart. All right, the dot. All right, and you want to move from the center point of yourself. Okay, and I'm gonna give y'all 7 days. Now these 7 days are actually 7 layers, 7 different layers of thought. All right, and we're gonna put this in perspective. All right, now the first day, excuse me, would be called Aglu. Aglu, it deals with the mind. It deals with the mind. All right, y'all call this Sunday. All right, the second day is Kathropin. Kathropin, as above, so below, or correspondence. All right. Now, these are lessons that were given to us before. They were given to us through times of old, through antiquity. But we're going to update these lessons because the first day, I'm gonna give y'all this when it comes to networking. All right, because this is the network. I tell people, listen, it's no Islam, it's no Christianity, it's no Buddhism, it's no Judaism, it's no whatever you want to call yourself. It's only the network. So fundamentally, the network comes in 7 layers as well. So the first layer is what we call the physical layer, and it connects up with the Aglu, which is the mind. All right, which is Sunday. All right. Then you have Hatukfin, which is correspondence, which is the data link layer that comes in the data link layer. All right. And then as above, so below, you got to think about it. Correspondence, as above, so below. All right. And these are all riddles and tales of life that one must solve throughout their journey. All right. So then after that, you got Istatar. Now, Istatar represents vibration. Vibration. All right. Now, moving on up from the vibration, you get the network layer. Okay. Which is, now we're on the 3rd day, which so happens to be, you got Monday, you got Sunday, which is the first day, Monday, which is Kathukfin, which is as above, so below. And then you got Tuesday, which is Istatar, which represents vibration. All right. And that's the 3rd day. And that represents the network layer. Okay. Moving forward, you got Yashulet. So Yashulet represents polarity. All right. And that's what you would consider to be Wednesday. It's not Wednesday, it's Yashulet. It deals with polarity. All right. And then moving on up, polarity is the transport layer. All right. So, like I said, we're in the age of information. Along with the 7 days, you were given 7 layers of thought and how to process this mainframe consciousness. All right. So, boom, you got, we was on polarity, which is Yashulet. All right. Yashulet, polarity. Also linking up with the transport layer. All right. And then from there, you got Afoy, which is rhythm. Now you think about this, right? Rhythm is time. Rhythm is time. So therefore, you got the session layer. It links up with the session layer. All right. Rhythm compensates itself. If you think about the life that we're living, it's literally rhythmatic, and you must literally compensate with rhythm and hop in like a dance and know how to move with the rhythm of life. All right. So that's very, very important. That goes with the session. All right. And then moving forward, you got which is Sabo Batakur. Sabo Batakur, which is considered Friday. Basically, Sabo Batakur would be cause and effect. All right, that's the only way I can kind of like translate that or transliterate that. Would be cause and effect. Sabo Batakur. So Sabo Batakur links up with your presentation layer. All right, which is basically the layer of gender. Because it's how one presents themselves in this reality. All right, you personify a gender. So thus, it takes on the day of Friday, which is Sabo Batakur. All right, excuse me, cause and effect. Excuse me. I meant to say gender is Sawuf, which is the 7th day. All right, and that represents the application layer. Excuse me. The application layer is the 7th day. All right, and then Sabo Batakur actually represents the 6th day, which would be your presentation. All right, the cause and effect. Excuse me. All right, so I gave you the 7 days or the 7 layers of thought. Now you can run this video back over and over. Cause and effect is actually the 6th layer. Excuse me, which represents the presentation layer. All right, excuse me, Shakara. Let me write that down so we'll get that. All right. Listen. Cause and effect, which is Tadub Batakur. Tadub Batakur. Look, listen. Tadub Batakur, all right. Basically cause and effect, but that also represents the presentation layer. Right, of the mainframe consciousness. Now, again, we are in the age of what we call information, and I want you to apply all of this to the realm of thought when I said that it is no more Christianity, no more Islam, no more Buddhism, all them religions or whatever you want to call yourself. It's just a network. All right. It's just a network. So I want you to apply that to the realm of thought of what I was talking about. All right. So I'm going into my literature you sent me so I can follow. That's what's up. That's what's up. So we're gonna really get it in there. So we broke down the 7 days and 7 layers because Sawuf was the last day, which was the 7th day. Remember that. And that represents the application layer. The application layer, all right? So let me share some more lessons with y'all on how to navigate with the codex. All right. So listen, y'all got a book. I sent y'all a book. Let me see if we can do this. I shared a book with y'all, right? I sent it to y'all email. Excuse me. I sent this book to y'all email for everybody that's on the email list. If you are not on the email list, boo, 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 boo. We'll figure it out. But in general, everyone should have this book right here. If you um if you are focused on learning the codex or even getting readings, because the psychic phenomena is connected with this what we call the body of the Messiah. All right. And that's what I share with each and every one of y'all. Each and every one of y'all should be able to read this script right here, literally. We should be able to read and navigate through the codex. All right. So I read this to y'all the other day, which was the memorandum. I read that to y'all the other day, from 1 through 31. I read the memorandum to y'all. All right. I'm going to do something different today, and I'm going to show y'all how to utilize your books. How to utilize your books. Look, let me tell y'all something real quick, yo. Like these books are like encyclopedia type of books. Like the books that are ish that are issued from the Messiah Code movement. Listen, they are they are like encyclopedic in nature. The reason why I say that is because like when you read this book, it's designed for you to read it front to back. Yeah, cool. But it's applicable to your life. So you don't even read it from front to back. You read it going through it like whap, 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 in in and out the book like a body. This is a different thing that y'all getting into with the Messiah Code. I want y'all to solar stand that. All right. So when you read this book, it's not a typical book that you have been presented um with in the past. In the past, they'll tell you to read a book from front to back so you can understand it or whatever like that. Yeah, you can read this book from front to back, but it's designed for you to navigate through it from whap, 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 like you're inside a body. All right. For instance, let me break this stuff down. Like we are in it's 8:56 where I'm at right now, right? It's 8:56. Now a special hour or an elder guards this time, all right, which is the 18th elder. The 18th elder, and I share that with y'all in this book. I shared that with y'all in this book. Look at this. I'm gonna show y'all. It's a portion in this book, right, that breaks down the 24 elders of the 24 hours, right? Excuse me. Sorry. It's right here. The 24 elders of the 24 hours, right? It's a portion of this book that's broken down, all right, where it deals with the clock or the natural clock of which you live in, day in and day out. Now it's not 24 hours, but essentially it's a reason why um 20, what is it, 23 hours 56 minutes and 6 seconds, they say something like that, and it fluctuates and varies. All right, we can break that down. But because it's a change of the guard, each hour is a change of the guard where one has to pick up and change the guard. All right. So literally, that's what is the compensation for. Okay, so it's 24 hours. Now, what is the elder that guards from 8 o'clock through 9 o'clock? It's the 18th elder. And let's go to the 18th elder. Where are we at? Boom. All right, y'all with me? All right. So the 18th elder is called Shamuel. Now, Shamuel is a very important elder. You might say, why is that? Cool, I got you. Thank you, Queen. All right. So you might say Shamuel, right? Why is Shamuel important in this? Now we're getting ready to move on, and Shamuel is getting ready to pass it on into Yanun. No, not Yanun. Actually, the uh the 20th elder. Excuse me. It passes it on to the 20th elder, which is Suriel. That's at 9 o'clock. All right. And I'm gonna show y'all the reason why the different elders at even though this is the 19th elder, the 20th elder guards the next time. All right, and I'm gonna explain why. Okay, but we'll start from here. All right, where literally it says this, and I'm gonna read this. This is verse 28. This is verse 28 of the beginner's manual. Okay, it says this. This is the 18th hour or elder called Shamuel. Now, the 18th elder Shamuel, the controller of 8 p.m. through 9 p.m. Shemuel protect those from the poison of the world. This elder is a special class of elder that focuses just on the poison. Through this elder, it is assured that no poison can enter inside the temple or domain of what we consider to be the mothership. This is the plane of thought where the mothers and fathers land on your mind. This elder has a protocol based upon poisonous objects that they may not enter therein. Utilize this force as a way to guard your instincts from poisonous venom. That is like a wow moment. And then if you notice, Shemuel got a real scary mask. Now, you might say, well, why is the Naga mask so scary, or why different personifications of masses? Now, the elders, you don't know what the elders look like. The elders represent time. Let me tell y'all, let me they can personify as humanoid beings, or what y'all call nasut, or humans, or whatever y'all want to call them. But it's that word is even coined. So I don't even like to use that word for y'all. But listen, it's a reason why they take um like put it this way. It's a reason why they take on a mask or a role, because you don't know which elder or how the elder is going to reflect in your life. The elders are always around you. It's like an energy frequency around you that is personified based upon an hour. Okay. Now you can say, man, that sounds a little bit spooky. But in actuality, I'm gonna say this. It is proven, it is proven that during different portions of the day, and I'll pull this up if y'all want. During different portions of the day, that your mood changes. Now, generally speaking, no matter where you at, wherever the sun is in that portion of the day, it actually changes your mood as well. That is a proven fact. All right. So it actually represents a, a it's a thought pattern, or a thought, like a station that one taps into to feel this type of way, almost like music. because if you think about it, the sun is giving out frequencies as well, and the frequencies, they are, it's nothing but music tones. All right. So moving forward, you might ask me, um, thank you. Every hour has a specific energy attached to it. That is correct. So each hour is actually guarded by an elder. All right. Each hour is actually guarded by an elder. Okay. So let's move forward a little bit. Let's move forward a little bit. So, how do you utilize this book, ladies and gentlemen, gods and goddesses, kings and queens, emperors and empresses? Most of all, I call y'all messiahs. All right. But how do y'all utilize this book? So, another thing is, what's today's date? What's today's mathematics, y'all? Come on. For everybody that follow the codex, that follows the codex, what's today's mathematics? Today is 10, 12:10, 3 in the codex. Bow. If I'm not mistaken. And I'll check the calendar, make sure I'm not slipping. So we can do it like that. All right. But and I'm gonna break this down. How you navigate with the calendar, utilizing this book. So the book actually has a calendar in it. I'll show y'all. This is what I'm looking at right now. I'll show y'all real quick. This is what I'm looking at right now. Uh, and I'm gonna go to I'm gonna go to the part where it has a calendar, and I'm gonna show y'all something. Bang. First of all, I need y'all to look at this image real clearly. Stamp that in your mind. Bow, bow down. Stamp it in your mind. This image in your mind. It's important to stamp this image in your mind because it's going to explain why the numbers are the way they are. All right. So, so rewinding this back, shoot, shoot. You see that today is 12:10:3 in the codex right there. Bang. I just, all right. So I'm gonna explain this real quick. So how we would do this is we would go to the number 12 or the letter 12. All right. Anything associated with 12 in this book will go to. All right. So let's go to the first part of 12. Let's go to the supreme grandmother and grandfather alphabet. You see this? It's in a book. Supreme grandmother and grandfather alphabet. All right. Now I'm going to go to the 12th letter and I'm going to paste this in the comment section real quick. Boom. All right. That's cool. All right. So this is the first thing you deal with. Pardon me. This is the first thing that you deal with when you deal with the month. All right, we in the 12th month. Now I showed y'all an image a second ago that had a square, a triangle, and a circle. Now, what we do is this. This is what we do. Very simple. All right, this is very simple. I'm gonna do it like this. So it's very simple what you do. So you focus on this meaning right here. All right. You focus on this meaning right here. All right. And apply it. Love, the unconditional emotion of empathy, the chain of connection that binds two or more people together, the force that carries life to its destination of existence. All right. So you concentrate on all those principles. Now, the Supreme Grandmother and Grandfather Alphabet is an acronym to bring you up with lessons, more or less, in order to let's say if I say something, you know what I'm saying and you know what I mean. But also it has a deeper meaning in every paraphrase or every parable that's in the acronym of thought within the the Supreme Grandmother and Grandfather Mathematics. So like it says, love, the unconditional emotion of empathy, the chain of connection that bonds two or more people together, the force that carries life to its destination of existence. So I want y'all to focus on that for this month. All right. And then if today's date so happens to be 12/10/3, now we focus on the number 10. So what we do is we go pick out the number 10. All right. Pick out the number 10. Wow. And then we apply it. We apply it. In the same right, we apply it the same way. Justice represents a word to signify a penalty to someone for avoiding a law, for violating a law, excuse me. So justice represents a word, just a word, to signify a penalty to someone for violating a law. So what's so deep is that, man, it's a lot of stuff going down, man. This world is it's a lot of crazy stuff going on. All right. So I need y'all to pay attention and stay in your zone. Please stay in your zone and focus on what you need to do with your family. Because otherwise than that, it's really this world is really um it's tightening up in a certain sort of way. But I'm glad that everybody is out having a chance to enjoy themselves for real. I'm glad everybody's having a chance to enjoy themselves. But I need y'all to also protect yourselves as well, man, because it's really going down. All right. So yeah, justice is a word to signify a penalty to someone, penalty to signify penalties to someone for violating, given to someone for violating a law. All right, excuse me, it should be in there. All right. Now, what we'll focus on is the last number. All right. We'll focus on the last number, which is three. Now, the last number represents the what the world is connected with, which is the number three, which is the contemplative door. Just thinking. It represents when you at the crack of the door, the third planet from the sun. But literally, when you at the crack of the door, when you're about to open the door to look through it. All right. But I'm gonna explain that. So you go any place in here that represents three. So I can take you a couple places. One, I could take you to the third letter of the alphabet, which is the Supreme Grandmother and Grandfather Mathematics. Watch this. Boom. I'll take you there, and which is clairvoyance. And then another place that I'll take you, which is clairvoyance, to project and to see yourself out of or in a situation with the results stimulated from reality of events unfolded. All right. So I can give you that. And then I can give you this. The number three represents also this. Excuse me. which is understanding. Now, I know y'all moved on from understanding. Like, let's say this. This is so funny. I know you, if I say, man, I understand, a lot of times people move on from understanding. Like, man, they be like, I overstand. I understand. Man, come on, man. You putting too much flares on some stuff. Man, calm down. All right, calm down a little bit. Listen. So understand so below the comprehension of a subject matter, which is that's all it is. It's just to comprehend. All right. But let's move forward and let's say if we want to say we want overstanding because this is like a IOU. All right. But y'all can start from understanding. All right. It's like a IOU, literally. So let's start from understanding, I guess. So you go understanding. And it's so funny. Oh, yeah, break this down. You'll go to understanding. All right. So understanding is right here. Boom. Understanding the conviction within, knowing all aspects of information of a particular subject, confident, right, and exact, even when others are wrong. That is really hard to commit oneself. All right. And then we got overstanding. Well, what is overstanding? Because we got the understanding, let's get the overstanding. Let's figure the meaning out for this overstanding. Because I know people say it a lot. All right. So, overstanding as above, the completion of information studied, and then the implementation within the realm of its necessity. All right. Did y'all get that? All right, let me run that back because understanding, remember we was talking about the number three. The understanding is so below the comprehension of a subject matter. But when we took it to overstanding, overstanding represents as above the completion of information studied and then the implementation within the realm of its necessity. That's overstanding. All right. But understanding is the conviction within, knowing all aspects of information of a particular subject, confident, right, and exact, even when others are wrong. All right. So that's the IOU, which is the understanding, the overstanding, and the understanding. Hopefully, you understand me. All right. Or you overstand me. But I'm gonna bring y'all up to another thing that we say in the Messiah Code. We say solar stand. So like soul. Look, listen. Like I solar stand you. Eh. Let me see. So I'm gonna spell it like this. Do y'all get it? How it's spelled? This word is coined by the Messiah Code movement. You heard it here first. You heard it here first. This is a lingo that we say in the Messiah Code movement because you said, "Can I get?" You said, "Can I get under? Can I get outer standing?" I guess you can be outstanding if you want, but we solar stand. I solar stand you like, you know, soul. Soul deals with the sun. Soul is Latin for sun, but um stand is asphyxiation. It's like how one is asphyxiated. Remember that. It represents asphyxiation of some sort. So hopefully that is we got that connection. But solar stand, man, I solar stand you, yo. Yeah. So yeah, shout out. Shout out to the movement. We taking it up. We taking it up a notch. We straight up taking it up a notch on them. All right. Look at this. So I gave y'all the mathematics for today. I gave y'all the 12. Look at this. Today is 12-10-3. This is the science. So you focus on love for the next 28 days, which is this month. Focus on the love, man. And it might be hard to do. Now the love, I put it in there. Love, the unconditional emotion of empathy, the chain of connection that binds two or more people together, the force that carries life to its destination of existence. And then it's 10. We talk about 10. 10 is justice represent, which is justice. All right. Now justice also represents just us, because I could have took y'all to the word meaning hayu, meaning breath, like sharing breath with one another. All right, the breath of life. But that's a whole nother thing we can build on. All right. Now, and then I took y'all to 12-10-3, and then the third one was understanding, and then people don't like to say understanding no more. Conscious people. But another thing that I can show y'all too in this book, or what y'all should have did in this book, is this. All right. So now we're we have entered the domain of the 20th elder. All right. Now the 20th elder guards 9 p.m. through 10 p.m. Now I don't know where you are at on the planet. Wherever you are at on the planet, the elder is guarding that specific time. All right. Or the hour, or the elder is guarding that specific time. All right. But this is what y'all should have did also with the book. All right, so we go to the 12th attribute of Allah, or the 12th actions of the universe, the 12th action of the universe. Because the universe was committed, the universe the universe was committed to 99 steps, or 99 expressions. And this is in this book, which is the beginner's manual. Hold on, I'm gonna show you. This is also in this book, The Beginner's Manual. Yo, you see all the hieroglyphic images? You can break them down and just understand what they mean. But I'm gonna show y'all something, right? This is another thing that y'all should have did. Y'all should have did this. All right. When y'all got the 99 names, understand that the 99 names are important too, because they link up with the upgraded body of the Messiah, because the upgraded body of the Messiah moves from basically 32 to 99, but together they both flow from 1 through 99, both bodies of the Messiah. All right, the upgraded body of the Messiah and the manifested body of the Messiah. All right, so now we at the 12th attribute of Allah, subhanahu wa ta'ala. All right, or the action, or the 12th action of the universe, whatever God you call it, I don't care, it doesn't matter. But I'm telling you, the 12th action represents El Bari, which is the maker of order. The maker of order. Listen, in times of old, they can use this as the architect, like the one who architects the plan, one who creates and builds something. Today is a day of building, or this month is focused on building alone. All right, in order, and literally, it's the you focus on order. All right, which is El Bari. And it also enables, it gives you the ability, enables you with, you have the ability to also do things that you didn't know you had the ability to do during this month, which is the 12th month. All right, so I'm sharing that with y'all as well. That's something that you should go through in the book. I told you it's like an encyclopedia that you have to just flow in and out of. You have to move in it like a body, move through it like a body. All right. So I will go to the 12th, and then I will go to the 10th attribute, or the 10th action of the universe. And then the 10th action of the universe is Mutakabir. All right. Let me see. Which is the greatest, the greatest Mutakabir. All right. So now I always explain how you are great. So think about this. you got to apply this to the days, all right? You also got to apply this to the days of the week. So days if today is basically rhythm, all right, which is Thursday, all right, which is afoy, okay, which is rhythm. Today is Thursday, all right. Um what you do is remember rhythm compensates itself. So if it places Thursday, if the day of rhythm, all right, which so happens to be the session layer, all right, which is rhythm, which is the session layer, all right, remember that it compensates itself, all right, and it deals with time. Time has metronome, all right, and that's one of the many reasons why it deals with that layer of thought, all right. um but what you'll do is this: you'll take the number you'll take the number 10 and you'll apply it as something that you will have to adjust in your life. You will have to apply it through a rhythmic sense, meaning that it calls for what is needed. Now remember, today is the day of justice when it comes to the middle number, all right, so you can apply that as well. And then you have the number, the third number, which is the last number. Hopefully, y'all got me on here. You got the third number, which is the last number. Oh, it's the third number. Oh, and it's the three. Oh, wow. Cool. We took that to understanding, and understanding is simply the comprehension of a subject matter. But also, if you go to the third attribute or the third action of the universe, what do you get? El Malik. Now, wow, I just said that you great, right? And we talk about Mutakabir, which is the 10th attribute. Now we brought you to what? El Malik, which represents the absolute ruler. Now tell me this information is not lined up. All right? You see that? Now, you want me to show you in a book? I'll show you in a book. I'll show you right in the book. I'm not just saying this. Look, boom. All right? Now, a little bit more. Boom. As you see, the 10th attribute is Mutakabir, which is the greatest. All right? Mutakabir. And then you got the third attribute, which moves to El Malik, which means the absolute ruler. All right? So it's about invoking these principles in your life, yo. Like that's how you navigate with these books. You know what I'm saying? I'm sharing with y'all how how to navigate with these books, man. That's how you would get the meaning and the nectar of what is offered from the Messiah Code. You can't play around with this. Like, it's been masters of old that us these lessons to upgrade and to update. All right. And literally, when the masters came with information like this, you know, it was almost the same thing. I need y'all to understand. Y'all are like a a shell or an egg shell. Now you got to be cracked from the inside, or you crack it from the inside so y'all can become something in the world and grow this information. But don't let the world crack you from the outside. All right, because thus the egg will not survive if it's cracked from the outside. And those represent the adverse forces that you go through. But you crack the shell or the egg from the inside because I need y'all to grow right now and grow with this age of what we call information. All right. And y'all call it Tanun, or we call it Tanun, which is, um, as you know, it deals with Ta, Pata, and Noon, or Taweret and Ta, and then Noon or Noonet as well. All right. Now, shout out to all the primes. Peace to all the primes that's in the building. All right. And everybody that's studying the lessons of the Messiah Code movement. All right. Everybody that's studying the lessons of the Messiah Code movement. I love y'all. Who in here? State your name. Put it in the comment section if you relevant. All right. I'm going over this book, which is the beginner's manual. I'm going over this book for y'all. So when you do get this book, you can actually utilize it and not let it um collect dust on your shelf. Now look at this. These books, I'm gonna tell you something. All of these books are designed to for you to pick them up every day or master the information to become yours. Now we had to go to the elder, right? The 20th elder. And let me read the 20th elder for y'all, and I'll put it in the comment section as well. Because I got the physical copy here and I have the PDF that I'm showing y'all. All right, so we'll go into now. Remember, the 24 elders guard the day. You need to know which elder and what energy guards the specific moment of the day. Now, I know y'all are tuned into the planets. Y'all might say, man, it deals with the planets, Lamel. It deals with the planets. I'm gonna tell y'all, man. I'm gonna tell y'all a little secret that's gonna mess your head up. And I need y'all. This is like one of the moments. This is like one of the moments where I have to do this. I'm gonna tell y'all a little secret for all y'all planet seekers, all y'all people charting the planets. I need y'all to understand something and why the codex is so important. But before I say this, it's one of them moments.
Find the Messiah.
Yeah, it's one of them type of things where they will literally hunt you down for this type of information. All right. So I don't even know what to say. I don't even know if I should even give it to y'all on here, to be honest. I really don't know if I should give it to y'all. I think I should just save it. All right. But it's very important to know that you know, with everything that's going on, you know, the codex, this stuff, this stuff is just a way to navigate reality, man. You're going to have many challenges that you undergo. All right. And you need a way to map it out. You need a way to map through it, a way to chart it. Now, you might ask me, what's the year? Nobody knows what the year is. We just move in through cycles. All right. And that's why we measure time through cycles. We don't measure time through a year. All right. And if you notice that through the scramble of numbers, they're based upon cycles. All right. Um, but definitely I want y'all to come out to the pilgrimage vacation. Now we're having a baptism of water and a baptism of fire. All right. And let me show y'all this. All right. This is a certificate of completion for everybody that completed the 90-day water cleanse. Even if you did one day, we actually have a certificate of completion for you. So we'll definitely link up and share that with you. But we're having a baptism of water and fire. Make sure that you attend so you can really accomplish the ritual. All right, definitely. So you can accomplish the ritual. You know, but yeah. What else y'all got to say, man? I'm about to get off. This was definitely good. You know, but what I was about to say to y'all when I bought down the hunt down the Messiah code thing for all y'all people that are into the planets. I'm gonna give y'all a little secret, and I want y'all to pay attention to this. All right, listen. They got satellites in orbit now of each planet that people associate their zodiac sign with. Every planet that's associated with your zodiac sign literally has a satellite of some sort of man-made object that revolves around it, right? That alters the gravity of that planet. So thus it can influence the mind of those that follow it. Trust me on that. I need y'all to pay attention to it. For everybody that follows the planets, the zodiac, I need y'all to understand this. You have to compensate the fact that there are man made satellites, man made objects that go around these these planetary these heavenly bodies, and thus your mind is a heavenly body. It is influenced by it. You wondering why they sending out satellites to certain planets. You say, man, they just want to look at the planet. Oh, yeah, they just want to look at the planet, but they know it is a common fact that is something that is coming from each planet that that runs like almost like a parody on our mind, like a raid. If you know what a computer like a raid zero, it runs like a raid zero on our mind. All right, just to let you know. All right, so yeah, man. So when they're influencing these planets, they're actually influencing your mind. When you look at NASA and you say, man, well, damn, they send out a planet, a freaking satellite to Venus. And you're like, Venus, oh man, that's associated with Taurus. You say, man, I wonder what's going on with Taurus. Why the hell this? Yeah, because at the same time, whether you know it or not, if you are getting signals from this planet and they're sending signals to the planet or bouncing signals off the planet to come to this planet in the same sequence, what do you think's going on? It's some form of interference. All right, so that's something I need y'all to pay attention to. So the codex, that's why the codex is based upon numbers, because the only way that we can kind of understand how to deal with this stuff to be compensated for it is just to follow the numbers. Because if you follow the numbers, you'll get it. You'll just get it. You'll lock it in. All right. Now each number has a positive and negative charge as well. And then you learn the destinies of these numbers. Because no matter how they try to scramble up reality, they can. Men and women lie, but numbers do not lie. All right. So hopefully that was a good answer, a good educated answer. Thank you for the question that you had earlier about the 11th, talking about the alignment. I needed you to understand that this is deeper than what you think, and they are playing a game with reality more than what you think. They're sending out satellites upon satellites to these heavenly bodies because they know the mind is a heavenly body that's influenced by other heavenly bodies. Do you get me? They know the mind is influenced by other heavenly bodies. It's a fact. It's influence, you know? So how else can they do massive or mass mind control? Man, how else can they is tap into your matrix? Tap into your matrix. They know where your matrix is. Go to your planet. If your planet, like, man, why you think it's a whole bunch of AI on my videos? On Facebook, it be AI on my videos disrupting the whole joint, trying to wing people in. Why? All the AI deal with is numbers. They try to find out when you was born, blah 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 blah, and scramble all the numbers out. But it goes deeper than this, man. It goes deeper than this. Whether you know it or not, man, like it's so many paranormal realities that we can be living in at this moment. We can be living in a form of a nexus. If you want to be real about it, I'm gonna tell you why. Because if you think about computers, man, they got freaking computers, subatomic computers, man, like that really, freaking quantum computers that deal with subatomic particles, man. And what I'm telling you is, it's like whether you know it or not, the computer can time travel when it's on this type of level. Because I'm gonna tell you why. Because a computer deals with equations. So if it does an equation for every reality, every known possible reality, it can actually forge the reality that it wants to live in. And these are your quantum computers now that exist. Think about that. Think about that. Like, you want to say, how, what are you talking about? It has a mathematical equation, basically, an algorithm of the major influencers of the planet, the stock market, the people of the planet, the population, and it comes up with various different realities, ecology of the planet. It comes up with various different realities based upon algorithms, and it can actually manipulate realities as well based upon mathematical equations. So that's how deep it goes. That's how really deep it goes. I need y'all to understand that. So it's much for us to discuss. So I love y'all. I'm gonna say 747 24/7 361 degrees. Where's my mouse? I got it. Excuse me. Yeah, I want to say 747 24/7 361 degrees. This was an interesting discussion. Now we say it's 361 degrees in a circle. If you got a problem with that, maybe one day we can have a discussion about that. We say it's 361 degrees in a circle, not 360. So if you got a problem with that, maybe one day we can have a discussion about it. Or you want to ask me, well, why is that? I can give you a real simple thing, because it's the dot in the middle that everybody forget. You lay the dot down before you actually start to draw the circle, and the dot is the center of the circle. All right. But yeah, and the 144,000, I'm gonna explain that too. Let me explain the 144,000 just a little bit, since that was a good question. That's a good question. The 144,000 are already here, yo. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. The 144,000 are already here. Now, we actually live in the aftermath. We're Whatever you consider to be revelations, revelations is complete. That book is actually complete. Like all the predictions, all that is complete. All that's done. We in a new age. We survived. We made it. All right. A lot of y'all are part of the 144,000. Y'all just don't know it. We keep it real. Now, you might say, we made it, Lamel? Yeah, we made it. Now, look at this. I'm going to explain something else about this now. All right. Now, you might say, well, man, dag, man, I don't believe in the Bible. It's not even about the Bible. It's about literally, prophecies of the world and everything, how the world, you know, the inevitable change of the age, yo. You just don't understand. We just came into a new age. Thank you, Queen. Um, we came into a new age. You gotta understand that. So we made it. That's why when you look at our calendar, I'm gonna show you something. Now, when you look in the Bible, right, you see, or in the Quran, you see two dots. You see a number, you say verse, two dots, and then whatever verse it is in the whatever, either chapter, two dots, and then the verse. All right. I'm gonna explain something so you understand how we made it and how every day that we live is actually a scripture. Listen to me. Now you see the two dots that follow the other number. You're like, man, it's two more dots that follow the other number. Like, let's say if this was a scripture, right? You'll say chapter 12, verse 10. But then you'll say verse 3. Yeah. So we live in the two dots, which is actually which is actually a new time in a book. Now I explained it clearly how we are in a book, or what we call rectangular prism. I can say a book, but what if I say a rectangular prism? You might go get intelligent on me. But we actually live in a rectangular prism, and it is volumes to this book as well as a rectangular prism. A rectangular prism follows the same rules as a cube. All right. But if you notice, it's two dots that follow those numbers. We live a scripture, yeah. We're living in a book right now. I ain't mean to shake y'all on it, but dag, we are really living in a book. Like we are writing a book right now. They're gonna tell about this forever, man. They're gonna tell about this for a long time. They're gonna tell about us. They're gonna talk about us for a long time. You understand that? Like every day is a scripture in the book that we're writing. Every day is a scripture in the book that we're writing. Real simple. All right? Yeah. It's you versus the world. It's you versus the world. It's you versus the elements. So serious on that. You know what I'm saying? What else I want to say before I get off? Hopefully, this video was very informative because, like, you know, people ask me, well, what is the codex, man? What is this information about? How do I apply it? Like, how do I grip it? What is it? Like, what is it? Like, a lot of y'all are searching for the past. The problem with y'all with this is the problem. Like, when y'all go back to Egypt and when y'all go back to the Hebrew stuff and y'all go back to being a Muslim, y'all got a net. Y'all got something to catch y'all. You know what I'm saying? You haven't really thought about staging the future that people would write about, or staging a moment that people would write about in the future. You haven't even thought about that. But the ones that we look at in the past actually walked that. So it's time for us to walk it as well and become the ones that they write about in the future. They like man, they look upon in the future. They look upon us because we are the progenitors of millions. Like if you look at me, you know, 13 children, 13 children. All right. Now, literally, I would be related to millions of people in the fourth or fifth generation as the head of the family, as where all these people stem from this one person. All right. So I need y'all to know that you are the great ones. Remember that. And what was that? That was the whole bill. That was the whole bill. Remember, I took y'all to the third attribute, which is El Malik, and then I took you to the number 10, which is Mutakabir, and then I took you to which is the 12th attribute, which is Muhammad. which is the what is it? The freaking maker of anything, like freaking anything. The maker of order. Yeah, that's what it is. The maker of order. Freaking El Bari, my fault, which is the 12th attribute. And then you got that's what we built on. Mutakabir is excuse me, my fault. I was thinking something else. Mutakabir is the 10th attribute, and that's what we built on as well. And then the third attribute is El Malik. And Mutakabir is actually means the greatest. Mutakabir. And then you got El Malik, which is the absolute ruler. So hopefully y'all got some real good nectar from this conversation. And these are the numbers that we focus on. Like, you know, life is it is what it is. You can live it however you want to live it. But if you have a map to chart and to move about to understand a premise of thought of how to move, then you got something golden with this. All right. So I love y'all. 747 24/7 361 degrees. Shout out to the Messiah's Cool. All right. Definitely is peace and love. Definitely peace and love. I'm gonna see y'all again on the next one. We definitely gonna talk about this. We're gonna talk about this. Yeah, we're gonna talk about the magnetron on our next discussion. We'll talk about this magnetron. All right. Yeah, the magnetron is a self-sustaining power cell. All right. We're gonna get into that. That's where this movement is that's where we're what our where our direction is headed. All right. Self-sustaining power. You should be growing your own food. We have a growing food community you should be a part of. All right. And various other communities that you should be a part of as well. Just inquire, email us. They're right there at the Messiah Code Movement to get your latest books. Also, you can hit the Cash App. Um, I don't really do. I gotta create another Cash App, but I do have a PayPal for the Messiah Code as well. All right, for the people that want to donate. But I will do another Cash App because some reason they shut the Cash App down. All right, when I was on here because you got to create it as a business one. And if you got people giving you donations, it'll shut it down unless you create it as a business. They want parts of that. Just letting you know. But I love y'all. 747 24/7 361. Coom. Salutations to the primes. I love y'all. Remember, me is we. All right.